Here on CoastLife, we love to support the arts, we love to celebrate the arts. Today we have the arts. This is Andrew Peters and Meg Kelly joining us from Possum Point Players. Guys, you have a play coming out called Ripcord. From what I understand, this is a comedy. So first, Andrew, directing a comedy, what is that like compared to maybe directing something else?
So it's about pacing, first of all. So a lot of my fun in trying to get the actors, ready for it is figuring out, okay, what do we need to say? What's our goals? What do we walk into every scene with? And then it's figuring out how we get that going and rolling in a way that snowballs and picks up, and that everything escalates properly, because really comedy is about escalation, and
Yes.
This play especially is about escalation. It's a competitive comedy, and that's how I've been talking about it internally. It's about some characters that really refuse to quit, and so escalates. It takes some theatrical turns that the audience may not be expecting, which is a lot of fun, but also for the characters, it takes them to some places that they may not be expecting.
Well, fantastic. And Meg, you're part of this. So tell us a little bit about your role here, and then we'll get into some of what Andrew just said.
So I play Abby, and I am one of two women in a senior living facility, and we're roommates who do not get along. I would say mostly because of me. I don't like having a roommate, and I have successfully chased most of them out. So that's the battle. The other woman is willing to stay, and I want her to go.
So because it's a comedy and because it's something that builds over time, how much of what you do is comedic timing? How much of it is just about having that interaction with the other people you're on stage with? What is the challenge here?
So I think with comedy, the challenge is staying honest and focusing on the timing at the same time, because you want to believe the characters and you want to believe the comedy. If it looks forced or you're trying to force it on the audience, you're not going to get that laugh.
Now, how big a play is this? Every play is a little bit different in terms of size of cast or how much you have to do with sets and whatnot. What are we looking at for this specific play?
So the play itself it's an ensemble comedy with an ensemble of about 6 actors. It takes place for most of the play in one setting in the shared bedroom at the senior facility. However, there's a couple scenes that take us out of that space, and part of the creative challenge that we had with our production team was how do we show those places on stage for the most part, where we're in a room. And we found some really creative ways to do that, some very theatrical ways that we play with the set in a way that you might not be expecting. We found some really fun ways. Our ensemble is really, really talented. Our production team, we have some really talented people working behind the scenes, whether it's on props or set or lighting and sound. Costumes, all those things are coming together really nicely, but it really is from that small ensemble spirit.
Can you give me the big sell? Why should folks come out and see this play so that we can kind of get people to get these tickets and come out and enjoy?
Yeah, for me, Ripcord is a play about 2 characters that refuse to quit, but they're older characters that we may not see in these kind of roles usually. I really find the human side of them, and I think Meg and our other actors have found these really human sides to them that are gut-bustingly funny too. And I think people will find a reflection to things in their life or people that they know. And hopefully they'll be a little surprised. I think there'll be a little bit of a rug pull that they'll feel really invested in these people and this relationship.
So when and where can they go see this? Because I think it's going to be fun. I already am having a blast talking to Meg. I can't wait to see her on stage. So
the show is Ripcord. It takes place March 20th to the 29th. We have 7 performances. Including an additional Saturday matinee that was just added recently. And it will be at Possum Point Players in Georgetown.
guys, thank you so much for joining us here on the couch. It sounds like it's going to be an awful lot of fun. Meg, I can't wait to see you on stage.
Thank you.
And see that the whole cast is put together. Guys, we are going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Actually, first, go get your tickets to Ripcord, but don't go anywhere. We've got more CoastLife after this.